am obsessed with what fruit trees teach us about leadership and life. So I have cherry trees. The unique thing about cherry trees is they are a early season. So right out of the winter, they start blooming and they're beautiful. But what can happen some years is that a frost comes in and kills the blossoms, and guess what? That season, no fruit. Does that mean the tree's bad? No, it doesn't. The goal is not the fruit. It's not the production at the end of the season. It's being the tree, right? And so what I am focused on in creating value is watering, fertilizing, trimming, pruning, being like this beautiful tree that is capable of producing fruit. And I know that alternate things are going to happen. Sometimes there's going to be years of bad weather. Sometimes there's going to be bad partnerships, some poor decision making, whatever else that is going to impact the fruit being produced.
Just for a season, huh?
Just for the season. And so what most people do when they're focused on the fruit or the output or the money is when it doesn't produce it, they chop the tree down. Oh, this tree doesn't work. It's not the right thing. Dude, this is a beautiful fruit bearing the potential, right? Like, and the goal is to be able to create value in this. And so occasionally you're going to be able to bask in wonderful cherries at the end of the season. And so like that's always been my goal is like I need to be this awesome tree. And trees teach you about putting roots down first before it actually shows you anything on the outside, right? Like most success is not seen, it's actually felt, right? Like, and so like that's when you ask like what is value creation? It's being the best version of yourself. It's impacting the lives of others, regardless of how much money you make. A scoreboard gets wiped clean at the end of every game. Does that mean that you suck as a player? No, you have just the same ability to go back and produce. And the way I learned this is, man, I went through bankruptcy. I had, all my possessions repossessed, less than $1,000 in my bank account. I had my third child was being born in 2011. Zero, literally, I'm down to zero. And I realized, guess what? I still have my whole skill set. I still am a tree, although my scoreboard has been wiped clean.
Yeah.
I can get back to it. And you know what? I'm no longer afraid of zero because I've experienced it. And most people will never be willing to go to zero, and that's why they don't find success.
That's good.